Let's watch.
The killings. And in fact, I repudiate that action because you have no right to be able to hurt Nigerians because your economy is not doing well in South Africa or you have grounds against Nigerians. And there were South Africans too that did speak up. People like Julius Malema. In fact, I was even shocked as someone like Julius Malema was the one speaking against his own South African people because he knows that what they're doing is wrong, which we totally condemn. But my argument with Governor Oshiomhole is this. You say we should nationalize. It doesn't make sense at all. And this is not an emotional argument that Rufai, you prefer Nigerians being killed over our wealth. No, I'm just saying let's have common sense here. And I'll give you instances. In the 70s, Idi Amin Dada made the same decision. Chase out the Indians and Pakistani. They were the ones taking our businesses, putting the Ugandans to run in there. They couldn't run the companies. In fact, it took Yoweri Museveni many years after to come and beg them back. When we nationalized in the 70s, what did we get out of it? Did we get more investment? No. Look at MTN till dates. I mean, look at ShopRite till dates. You know, remember we had a skirmish like this in 2019. They went to attack ShopRite, and years after ShopRite left. Have people been able to get their jobs back? The Nigerian companies that took over those, have they been able to run it? Our jobs not been lost forever. This is to meet his argument when he's saying Nigerians will run it. Look at Etisalat. Once Etisalat pulls out, do you know how many years they pulled out now, 2017? Do you know the run on the banks? Do you know the effects that this has had? Has the company be able to stabilize again? Only until recently. Has it even been able to stabilize and get to where it used to be before? So it's not easy to run businesses. And you want to nationalize a 17 trillion company on the stock exchange of Nigeria. So let me now counter his lie, because Oshiomhole lied. Real quickly. He said that it was when he spoke that Ramaphosa was afraid, and Ramaphosa said that, oh, they have to do something about it because Ramaphosa has shares in MTN. Please, everybody, go and fact-check me. Ramaphosa doesn't have shares in MTN. The company, Sendoka Investments, used to have a 30% equity. Ramaphosa has divested his stake from that trust. He doesn't own any shares in MTN today. So all of his talk that was when they spoke, no, people like, we took the story here, people like Julius Malema had already spoken before. What we are just saying is, I totally condemn the killing. But let cool heads prevail. So the question you now ask me, what should we do? This is what should we do? Yes. Recall our ambassador. Anyway, we don't have one. Secondly, talk about it is time we report individuals. Like they were saying they were going to report in one of the kings that was supporting this violence many years ago, to report individuals in South Africa to the ICC. And then take one step further. If the South African government is not willing to budge, go to the ICJ and let it be a nation-to-nation thing, because enough of all this rubbish and we can't continue with this. That's a better argument to make. Yeah. But now saying, destroy business interests, destroy business time, it's Nigerians that will be the one to suffer. People also made the argument about Russia and Ukraine. So, as taking all of the assets of Russians abroad, has this stopped Russia from fighting Ukraine and killing Ukrainians?
Yeah, there's that debate around.
Yeah.
Dr. Abati, just a very brief comment because of time.
The thing is in intellection, in this, what is called intellection, you know, there are no right answers, there are no wrong answers. There are only viewpoints, perspectives, and every perspective is relevant. But what we're dealing with here is diplomacy. And there are, as I've said, two sovereign entities involved, South Africa and Nigeria. So you can have one person saying, let us use this strategy. Another person saying, don't let us use that strategy. And in any case, it doesn't mean that one position will be the one that will be adopted. Because in diplomacy, there is negotiation, there is reciprocal action, there is tit for tat. So if Senator Adams Oshiomhole says, this is what we should do, it doesn't mean that his view is what will prevail or that will be superior. But countries can decide when their own sovereign interest is involved, that will take this hard route.
Yes.
And when you take that hard route, the other person is placed in a situation to negotiate with you.
And that's what I support.
And then it's from the negotiation, from mediation, that all of you, both of you, parties involved, we reach compromise.
Yes.
That's the way diplomacy works.
Absolutely.
So it's not as if, any decision has been taken by anybody.
Yeah.
And in South Africa, yes, the ambassador has not reported in South Africa, but we have Ambassador Ajayi, Tope Ajayi, who is manning, I think, Pretoria, the consulate in Pretoria. And we have Mrs. Okenini Uche, Nini Okeuche,
yes,
who is in charge of the Johannesburg office. But how much work they have put into this is also something that you can consider.
Yes, I